aircraft that ship because like instead of like the UNSC like a big ship getting off, they're going to escape on Soren's ship. Which is gonna be fucking stupid.
Yeah.
So like we're not even gonna get
they're
gonna go to the ring without armor or something. Like that's what I think.
In the last episode, I totally forgot that like what's her name was
Kwan.
Kwan was a part of the show.
She's in the show, yeah.
And she's gonna.
Well, she's been in a moment of episode like 1. And like she was kind of in episode 2 and 3, and then she was gone again.
I totally forgot that she was a part of the scene. Well, hello and welcome back. We don't know who's joining us today. Either the people who like our reactions and support our criticisms, or the people that like the show and don't like us.
Is that a start? Or is
yeah, that's gonna be our start.
Okay.
It's gonna be our start.
Okay, well, yeah, welcome back to the Halo, the season 2 hate watch. That's what. Listen, like we got a lot of people that seem to be upset that we don't like it. Like, too bad. Like, we're for people. All right, if there's something positive, we're positive about it. If they throw it away in the next second, that's their problem. You know, that's not ours. We're for people who are hate watching, which I assume are a lot of people, because everyone I know that's watching this does not like it. So, anyway,
just for the people in the comments.
Just for the people in
the
comments.
Me and Christian have played the games. Christian has read most of the books.
I have not read most of the books. I've just absorbed stupid amounts of lore for no reason.
Well, I haven't read the books.
I'm not gonna act like I'm an overall expert on this. Like there are people who know significantly more about Halo than myself. But like I'm also like one. It's not about. It's one. It's. I probably make it seem like it's more because I think it's like differing from Halo too much, but I guess I don't really care about that. I just don't think it's good a lot of the time. Like
it would be cool if they stuck with one storyline, which preferably would be Chief, and they had like it doesn't need. I said in the last episode that it should just be all action. It doesn't have to be all action. Like yes, there needs to be a storyline for the show, but I would like the storyline to just revolve around like a loose concept of Halo.
Yeah. And we never have said like this. Like the show looks fine for the most part.
Show looks great.
We've like said that. Like I mean, they do every like other action sequence in the dark, but like for obvious reasons.
Yes.
I don't know why you would make the baffling decision to take a suit away. Like, I don't need to see like I just don't need to see that. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like it's like that's not really the point. I don't know. I guess I don't have like a real point, but it's just not like a plot point that's like it's contrived. It's not necessary. Like he shouldn't have been out of his suit. Like the fact that they're out of their suit, walking around in fucking vests half the time doesn't even make any fucking like sense to the most part.
Yeah.
Like or at least like have them be in like the flight suit. Like or like you know what I mean? Like
they
they obviously have like an undersuit. Like they're not even smart enough like as creators on the show to do that. Like, which is like, oh yeah, they're always in that. So like the second they need to get their armor on for mission or whatever, then or if they're out in the city, cool. But if they're like in the building, like they should just have the fucking what's it called suit.
I feel like they really want to humanize the Spartans.
But that's not like the show just like is just exploring things that like Halo is not about. Like. Or like when it does it in like fleeting moments, and then like it also like burns like its good nostalgia cards like constantly. That like Keyes, there's no reason. I mean, like one Keyes is one of the better characters on the show. Yes. So like one, it's just stupid to kill him when we don't when even though he's one of the better characters, he's still like not as much as like the Keyes that like Halo fans actually know and like.
Yeah.
Because so he also doesn't get that story. He doesn't get to go to the ring. He doesn't get to be like a major character for like that part of the story. And then this version of Keyes, which I think people is one of the more likable characters on the show. You didn't really have any purpose to kill. Like why? Like so the ship could get away. It's like so we could do a classic like sci-fi.
They get away
kill
at the
yourself
last
like moment. And then Vanek's death is pointless. Vanek like is just we killed the least interesting of our 4 characters that we did no work to set up. Like that's all that because he's had no characterization. Well, him and what the other one.
Riz has been getting...
Him and Riz has finally got some characterization this season. Riz and Vanek got none last season at all. This season, Vanek he's kind of funnier now. like, or makes jokes because he took his pallet out, and he likes birds.
Yeah.
And the fighting was good. Like, we're not saying, like, that stuff was bad, right? Like
No,
we understand
the
everyone
action's
probably
good.
liked the action. Like, but there was no action that he did in that sequence was like, okay, why is he just not in, like, the armor doing this? But unless it was, like, too expensive to have him running around or something. Like,
I do agree that it sucks that Vanek died, because at the beginning of the season we were like, okay, he is kind of like getting his moments
yeah, it was
in,
exciting
and
for
we
the
were
other
like,
Spartans to
yeah,
have characters.
we even said it in the first react to that, like, we would love if the show focused on the Spartans more.
And I think every scene that Keys was in was good this season, and
Yeah.
now he's gone. So now we just have, like, we have Soren, like, and Halsey, whichever's going on with that. Like, we just introduced, like, we just need to bring all the characters to one story. He's like, in the first 3 Halo games, there isn't, like, a single character. Like, most of the Halo games, like, there are no characters that are, like, not important, that are, like, not UNSC of, like, some
Yeah.
kind. I don't know. It's just so weird. They just keep making baffling decisions. I don't even think it's that much better than season 1, if I'm being honest.
I think it definitely has better moments than season 1.
I mean, at least we're, like, doing an actual Halo plot line, I guess. Like, the Fall of Reach. I don't know why we're doing, like, Fall of Reach with,
But
like,
according-
not defenseless, because they're still Spartans, but, like, armorless Spartans, like, which is a baffling choice.
I really thought
but-
that Reach was gonna, like, carry on, but the description of this next episode makes it seem like it's like the rubbles of the destruction, and
Yeah,
So-
I think they're gonna, like, their Reach fell in, like, a day, which is, like, fine. Like, if you set that up. Like, Reach basically fell pretty quickly once
Yeah.
the whole shit got there. Actually, yeah, it did fall very, very quickly once that shit got out of there. They basically are at, like, the one mission where, like, Noble Six is in, like, New Alexandria. And, like, he helps a few of those, like, ships get out. Like, that's basically what, like, they kind of adapted
Yeah.
a little bit. Like, very, very, very loosely, like, last episode. So, like, I guess but, like, we didn't get any of, like, the real build-up. Like, they skipped most of, like, the clever build-up from, like, the first, like, 4 or 5 missions of Reach, which are much more, like, engaging, where you're sneaking around, and you find the landing platform, then you take out the one ship, and then you get overwhelmed. Like, there's no reason you couldn't done that. Like, that's a much better, like, I know you're just copying someone else's shit, I guess, which, like, I know, maybe the writers don't want to do that, but, like, that's better than what you wrote. So,
it would have
like,
been really cool if, like, 2 episodes ago, when Chief and the rest of the Silver Team, like, got to the landing pad, there was a ship there, and, like, Chief was right, and, like, the 4 Spartans had to take out the ship.
Yeah, imagine if, like, Vanek and Chief were the ones that had to go up to, like, the one, because there's the one mission in, like, where Noble Six, well, obviously Noble Six has, like, some weird, like, experience with the one, like, the one, like, ship program that was, like, secretive or whatever at the sword base. So, like, he obviously helps them get onto that ship and blow it up. But, like, that's a great moment in the game. I think it's, like, the halfway point, really. And, like, George, obviously, one of them has to, like, George and Noble Six, and George has to stay to detonate the bomb. So Vanek could have done that. And then you toss Chief out, and then Chief can do his classic fall to the fucking planet, like as debris bit that he does, like, in every other game. But it's like, you know what I mean? Like, that you could have done that.
Yeah.
Like, that makes more sense. That Vanek's death isn't just like, oh, he got stabbed with a carbine by fake Arbiter, and, like, by less interesting Arbiter, because he's already Arbiter. Like, so he's not going to be so, like, what is he? Arbiter is cool because he was disgraced in the first game. Like, Arbiter's not cool because he is big and has silver armor. like that's not what's cool about Arbiter. Like,
Arbiter has a storyline.
Yeah, Arbiter's, like, being able to, like, break out of the Covenant bullshit is what's cool. Like, after being humiliated and, like, freeing the elites. I don't know.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. We've
All
probably
right.
been rambling too long. Anyway, we're doing a hate watch. Get used to it. Oh, good, they're still fighting. Well, that's shocking.
The muzzle flash.
What did he even get hit with?
I think it was one of those, like, charge-up guns that the grunts
He blew
grunts
up.
have.
His chest blew up, man. Like, you watched it. Not this fucking muzzle flare.
That one didn't look as bad as the last one.
Dude, when we were watching the last episode, did anyone comment on that? Nobody better
I don't
fucking
think so.
defended that shit.
Not that I saw.
Like, I like the fighting, but, like, let's be honest, it is mostly just guys leaning over barrier, shooting gun, and then, like, out of focus like Covenant in the background, right? Like, isn't that like it's basically like copy paste like every scene?
Well, the first
like,
fight was great.
Yes, the first fight in the first episode was really, really good, where he's fighting all even like the darkness worked. I understood why you were doing it to hide some stuff, but it worked for like the opening scene.
Yeah.
Is that all you got?
Thanks, Soren. Is it a brute?
Is that a brute or a?
It's a brute.
I should have said anything, but I said it. Now I regret saying it. Stop talking. Just like old times.
He's got a gravity hammer.
That was good.
That's cool. Yeah, look good. This is one of the better looking ones we've seen.
Is Riz about to die?
Even the.
What is that?
Some ship of some sort. It's Quan.
Ugh. It might be, honestly.
If it's Quan, I'm gonna lose my shit.
I did that. That was me.
It might be.
It might be. I think it is. Yes. I fucking called it. The Soren pirate vessel.
There's Quan.
You got a fucking minigun. You got a. Bro, yeah, he blew up.
Watch her run back and get him. She's gonna die.
Yeah. This is so dumb. Well, at least like don't waste our time with these characters. Yeah, all right, fine. Like I'll look on the other side. Maybe don't if you're not gonna do anything interesting with these characters, kill them.
Okay.
This is so dumb.
It was very nice at the Covenant, not the glass where they were.
That's one thing. I'm like, okay, this season like probably does have like is more narratively sound, like probably, but like there's just other baffling. Like why do I keep saying baffling? It's like there's just other like weird ass decisions that are being made constantly.
She shouldn't have gone back for him. She knows better than that.
You need to rest. Your wound is still healing.
Is she gonna live?
She needs surgery. I don't have the tools here.
I know where we gotta go. What's Quan's planet?
I thought Madrigal got destroyed.
We need to go back to Madrigal. That's my next guess. That's my next guess. No, we're not going back to the fucking asteroids. They're going to Madrigal. I guarantee you. I guarantee you they're going to Madrigal.
Look at her. Look at her. Tell me what you see.
Let go.
Tell me what you see. Is that a woman or a weapon? Is there a person in there? Or is that just a piece of equipment that you leave on the battlefield, dump and forget?
How old is Halsey supposed to be right now? Because she looks like Chief's age.
Yes, I don't know. She's probably supposed to be like a bit old.
They left us down there to die.
I know.
What about the other teams on reach? Any contact?
There's no way of telling how many escaped, let alone who.
How long?
2 days.
We gotta get back. We gotta go.
John, stop.
The survivors.
John,
The survivors.
John.
People on reach. They need me.
No. No, they don't.
Can't like tell if she's being motherly or like flirting with
Yeah, I
him.
know. It's like it's very weird. That is kind of Halsey. That is kind of very Halsey, weirdly enough. So I'm not gonna complain about that. Halsey's weird. Halsey's a fucking weird character. So I think it might be intentional. It might be. I know the show's weird too, but that one might be intentional.
I just have my armor.
I think the idea they're trying to go with this idea that Chief felt vulnerable, like being more human, which is kind of what they did last season and like this season because they took the pellet out and all that. So they went like literal with it and we're like, well, now he doesn't have his armor either. Like he's forced to really be. So I understand. It just that scene was actually all right. That was a good. I like that scene.
I summon you.
I summon you, you neon girl.
It's like the Tobey Maguire web scene where he's like, "Go web, go."
Fascinating. This is a Covenant ship.
This is the command vessel of the esteemed zealot Vargatana, the Arbiter. What do you know of the demon?
He remembers you.
It
It doesn't belong to you. John Ik Eoni.
I love Cortana.
Yeah. Well, just having the voice, it's like, oh, I'm in the game. It's just...
She gone.
Isn't that just from something else? Like,
He's back.
From Rogue One.
Hey, buddy. You look like shit.
Oh, good. The squad's back.
Busted mining outpost will be orbital in a few hours.
Where's his kid? Did they just leave the kid on the rock by himself?
No, Quan abandoned him, remember?
Yeah, on
To
the
go
rock, right?
Yeah, to go save.
On the rock, right? Yeah,
I think
like-
so.
Settle on the gurney. Have you got biofilm?
Of course.
Okay, set up a trauma station. Prep 100 cc's of poly. And if you're going to be handling the instruments, then disinfect your hands.
I'm the surgeon.
Not today.
Like, and all their sets look like Halo shit. Like, they're aesthetic. They know the Halo aesthetic.
Yeah.
Like,
Set design, costume design, all not the problem.
these all look like the weird little settlements you always see, like, in, like, small bits before you go into, like, the bigger mission.
Yeah.
Like,
Why don't you tell me what you're looking for? And I'll tell you where you can find it.
Our son.
He's 10 years old, wears a helmet.
And this kid, you say it's yours. I'm only asking as most folks come through here are spoken for. Especially little ones.
Is he insinuating that Kessler was sold?
Photograph him. Right here.
This is him. Photograph him.
Where?
Boy, 10 years old.
I'm gonna need everything you got on this kid.
I ate him. It's like, hey, she's alive.
I really thought they were gonna kill her.
This is exactly how you looked. I was 14. I woke up after the augmentation, and do you remember what you said?
Eyes. Look up.
Bad.
Probably.
1 out of 3.
Riz, I did everything I could, but the damage is significant. You won't be the soldier you once were.
I mean, they were already doing that
Yeah.
before. At least they've set this up as her arc the entire time, so I'm fine with this.
You have to work harder.
And it's not a bad thing if you're gonna have more Spartan characters to lean into the, like, the fucked upness of, like, the Spartan 2 program.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because there were a variety of, like, you have, like, Soren, who failed the augmentation. You have someone like this who, it worked for a bit, and now it's fucking falling apart. And then you have, like, Chief, who's, like, the peak
pure-
example, like, of it, basically. Like, the best weapon humanity's ever made.
What happened on Reach wasn't personal.
Brother.
It wasn't even strategic. It was political.
That was Barangowski.
This was about control, about who dictates how this war is fought.
She won.
Who's Parandasi?
I assume McKee.
Too big.
No, I think they're talking about the UNSC, right?
Well, Chief was saying she won is definitely McKee.
Or is that the girl? Is it the admiral he was talking to?
Mm,
The
could be
admiral? I
her.
think he's talking about her because they were kind of playing him, right?
Yeah.
There used to be a voice. Cortana said,
What did she say?
how did you choose?
What do you mean?
How did you choose me?
We created the genetic profile. We surveyed all the children.
No. Why me?
Because you were the best of us.
I'm actually interested. So.
I don't understand.
Yes, you do. Tell the truth. Just once.
Quan's getting beat up.
We're not done here.
What a cool scene.
I like most of the Chief and Halsey stuff.
The Chief stuff's been good this season.
What are you doing?
He's crazy. He's trying to take him.
You can't put him in the ground.
Burn this body. Let him find his way.
This isn't death. This is loss. There's a difference.
Put him in the sky.
Put him in the. Alright, interesting. That is a very literal. Yeah, that's sure.
We're going up to the spirit in the sky. I too build my house in radioactive outposts.
What do you want?
We're here for our son.
Like, yay high.
The kid is ours.
The hell he is.
Now, let's calm down.
You can calm down somewhere else.
Fuck you! Kessler! Kessler! Come out here right now! Kessler!
I can handle this. I'll be right back.
I just want to see someone, like, walk in and rock them.
This is some really good tea.
I do like. See, he has his moments. He's
The
good.
last episode when he was like, and Soren. That was one of the best parts of the show.
Yeah, that was great. So yeah. Like, he's like close enough to like the Johnson vein of humor, which is like Halo-ish military, like jokey humor. So I like that.
He's a great character. I would just love to also have a Johnson in this show.
Yeah, I'd be like, I wouldn't care. I'd just watch every episode. I wouldn't complain. We had Johnson as a character, just being himself.
Our boy
Which is
isn't
cool.
for sale.
I'm gonna be honest with you. This is nothing like where I grew up. I was born in hell. Without a home, without food, without protection.
Kessler,
I'm a different kid.
That's kind of what I'm thinking.
We just do the most obvious bait and switch like every time. Like we have one of these moments.
I'm grateful that you're the ones that took him in. But he's my son.
That is a grown man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let us see Kessler.
It's not Kessler.
Oh, Riz is up.
Reach was more than a place. It was a monument to the human spirit.
Are these like people from Reach?
Maybe. Yeah, I guess there were some refugees that came here, right?
I guess.
I mean, well, what's his name came? No, that was from the rubble, though. Fucking no.
Vanik Armadi. He was born on tribute.
I love the Halo names for shit. Tribute.
His family buried him when he was 6. They never knew him, but I did. He was our brother. This was not an ordinary man. He never dies.
I wonder if that's actually him or if it's a wax model.
Your fight is not done. I will be your weapon now. I will find the ones who caused your death.
Okay.
And I will end them.
Okay.
That's cool.
There we go. That's fair. There we go. Okay. Isn't that a thing? Spartans never die? Isn't that like a... Or Spartans don't die? Isn't that like a actual Halo thing?
I think so. They've said it a lot in this show.
Yeah, Spartans never die. They only go missing in action. They only go MIA. There's a bunch of quotes in the games about that. So.
Ooh, what a shot. Cortana protected her. So the Arbiter is betraying the prophets from like.
Yeah, they're just not doing anything different about that. I actually kind of like this episode.
This wasn't bad.
This is my favorite episode of the season, I think. Weirdly enough.
There was a lot of like lore building.
Yeah, I don't mind I don't mind decisions made in this one as much.
Oh, it's you. Where's that fellow that was with you?
He wanted to come, but I didn't think that would be prudent. He can be a bit emotional, whereas I see this kind of situation a bit more clearly.
She's gonna beat him. She's gonna pull a Walking Dead on him.
He's like a Negan. We need a Negan from Walking Dead. Like,
You know, we got a lot of kids coming through here.
Jeez.
Say, what's up, Kessler?
The UNSC?
Spartan 3s.
Oh.
I think. Could be.
Because Ackerson
If,
does.
if it's a genetic profile and if he was suitable, then maybe his son would be suitable for that as well.
We lost Vanek, Kai.
I know.
Then what are you gonna do about it?
I'm going to live.
You don't get to say no to this. We owe them, Riz. We lost them. I lost them.
It's just pain. All you can do is carry it. I won't let it crush me.
You're all I have left.
I know.
That was a good talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, she is with.
Yeah, she's with Ackerson.
Onyx, the rock type Pokemon. Where's she going? Whoa. That was a lot better than the last 4 episodes.
That was the best episode thus far, I think. I don't got too much to complain about in that one. I'm mostly okay.
I think that the Chief stuff was good. I think that the Riz stuff was good. I think that I still don't understand what they're doing with Quan.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't get. Yeah, I guess that's the problem. The thing I'm still most confused about. Even the Soren stuff wasn't. I didn't mind all of them looking for their son. Even like I didn't even mind his wife in this episode. So.
No, everyone was pretty good.
I like this episode.
Yeah, this episode I was
This was a
engaged.
good episode.
I was engaged.
The storytelling was very good in this episode.
Yeah.
I'm scared to say I'm excited to see what happens next.
I'm not gonna say that, but just like, but like at least some interesting things are. I don't know. I just think that was one of the better. It flowed pretty well. It was a bit more focused. It didn't take like 3 episodes. Like I felt like like the first 3-4 episodes were all like one slow story that took way too long to tell.
Mhm.
Where it's like this was like a contained, like everything that it was trying to tell was basically contained to this episode. It set up 1 or 2 things at the end, like
You
with
gave Chief his mission.
Yeah, you gave Chief a mission. You get Quantum Vision, I guess. McKee and Arbiter are going one place, so like Vanek, you kind of got Vanek and Riz like sorted away.
Mhm.
So now Chief is kind of back to his
lone wolf.
I guess like Riz might even be like more. I think Riz might even be not Riz. Kai might even be like antagonistic. I guess. There's a chance at a certain point. So to his Chief, if she's like backing Ackerson, but then Chief has to basically. We don't know if Chief's gonna do like Halo shit or if he's doing.
I'm going to guess
shit.
that he's going to do Oni shit.
I think we're doing Oni shit first, so I don't even think we're in the ring this season.
No,
the
ring might be in the last shot of the
final
the finale.
Which I think there is something before. I think that is a thing. I'm pretty sure Chief was not like on best terms with Oni, like before.
He's never on the best.
No, he's not. But I'm pretty sure like that kind of because even Chief like breaking out of like kind of learning about like the Star Wars program, I believe predates like in the game lore, like predates Combat Evolved as well. So they did that last season obviously as well, like him learning about that. But I think that also kind of goes into like a on the run from Oni thing. I know that happens later on between I think 4 and 5. That's a whole arc where like he kind of breaks out of the UNSC hold again because that's obviously the stupid ass plot of like 5.
We gotta go hunt down Chief.
But yeah, but actually some of the lore in between 4 and 5 is kind of interesting when you look into it and with the involvement of different groups in the UNSC and shit like that. So some partisans and stuff. I don't know. I don't got too much to say about this one. I think it was just I mostly enjoyed this one. I think most of the performances were good. Dialogue was good, which is not always the case for this show. Chief stuff was pretty good. We got some actually classic sounding Chief lines, I would say. Halsey was really good this episode. Riz was good. I guess that's the end of her story, but I guess it's I don't know.
The first time we're gonna watch it. We enjoyed the episode.
See, fuck y'all. We don't see what we have standards.
We do.
We don't drink. We don't have slop. We don't just like take slop. You know. All right.
Good episode.
Yeah, it's good. Are you happy now?
We enjoyed the show for you guys.
Yeah, we were pretending. No. No, that was actually good.
It was good.
If they can make the second half, maybe they can make the second half of the season more interesting than the first.
We'll have a John Wick style Chief going after.
I guess we're done with.
Ackerson.
They did the Fall of Reach very quickly. So pretty quick.
When they were on the ship going to this desert planet, and Chief was talking about all of the people, like he was like, "I need to get back. There are survivors." The other teams, I really thought he was gonna be like Noble Six.
The only other clone. No, the only other Spartan labeled hyper lethal, like myself. Like,
where's Noble Six? Did he go down? I really thought they were gonna
George.
I really thought they were gonna drop like a little Easter egg when he was talking.
I just don't know. I just don't
teams.
understand why they're not doing just a more direct like adaptation of like even if you wanted to start with Reach and just like replace him with like Chief like in a squad that like could have all died. Like you could have made Chief like a part of the squad that like most of them got like taken out or something like that. When that would have built character.
No.
And like you could have even maybe built in a whole like taking his pellet out during that whole thing and then have it simultaneous. So I don't know. I just don't understand why they like the creative teams on both these seasons of the show, which are obviously different creative teams, like both took an approach that was like not to even like parallel like game stuff at all, which is a very weird. Which I'm like, I don't care if like you change it. I understand that like you can't 1-for-1 video games like in that same way. Although I think Last of Us.
I was just about to say Last of Us was pretty 1-for-1.
But there's a lot more story like going on, like in terms of like the dialogue during the scenes you're moving around in Last of Us. You know what I mean? Like there's more like Ellie and Joel like interacting and like other kind of environmental shit happening around them that like is story driven, which I guess that happens at Halo, but in Halo it's just more like you just give them objectives. So like this is the next objective, you know what I mean?
Have you ever watched Forward to Dawn?
Yeah, I actually did watch that.
I've never seen it, and I really want to go watch it.
I watched that recently because it's like I think it's set before 4 because there's that one guy who's like the captain of like the Infinity, like the younger like captain. I forget his name. But yeah, he's like the main character in it, but he's like when he was younger, and like basically like he's on a planet. I don't know if you want me to spoil it for you.
No, I want to go watch it.
But say I won't spoil it for you. Chief is in it, but he's not in most of it. Like he rocks up at like towards the back half of it when shit starts to go down.
Okay.
So and Chief's depiction in that is perfect. Chief like that's the like there's a scene like at the end of that one. I'll tell you the only one scene. There's like a scene because you see some other Spartans at the end when they get off the planet and. There's like 3 Spartans. There's like one and 2 of them take their helmets off and they're looking across from like the few people they got off this planet, and like they're like very like young looking because of like the augmentation stuff. So they look like almost like children, like when they take off like the mask, which is super freaky. But it's also kind of accurate to like the Spartan 2 idea. So like these like children, but they're like these massive 7, like their faces just look so young in comparison to like the beasts they are. And then you see both of them take it off, and then it pans over. They look over to Chief, and then like you see like it pans like to the other like cadets or whatever they got off the planet, and they zoom to Chief, and it's just no helmet off. Like he just won't do it. It's like that's all. Like why didn't you watch like 30 minutes of like this this game movie basically like an hour and 20-minute movie. It's not even that long. It's
No.
yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go watch it.
Yeah, honestly, go watch it. We could do a reaction to it.
I'd be good with that.
I don't know who would be from the group would be interested in that, but I've already seen it. But I think I've seen most of it. I've seen all the Chief stuff.
Next, we're gonna watch Red vs. Blue.
I would watch Red vs. Blue. That's just
Red
classic,
vs. Blue.
classic shit.
All right.
Most of the Halo memes were like many of the Halo memes would kind of revolve around that shit. So, all right, that's enough.
Yeah. Thank you everyone so much for watching. We were mainly positive this episode.
yeah, good episode, good work. Hopefully they can
episode.
continue this up. I don't know. There's more. There seems more purpose now to the show. There's like more of a goal, seemingly than just hanging around waiting for Reach to fall. So we'll see. Like, look it up.
I'm interested.
I don't know. It's looking up.
I'm interested in what happens next. Thank you all so much for watching.
Go watch on Paramount Plus.
Yes,
not
we're
a
not a
market
market
substitute.
substitute. Have a great day.